So what if I told you the secret to getting more done isn't about working harder, but feeling better? It sounds kind of wild, right? Well, that's the core idea behind feel-good productivity. It's this really fascinating approach from Dr. Ali Abdaal, and honestly, it could completely flip how you look at your to-do list. Okay, let's just dive right in with a feeling I think we all know a little too well. You know that feeling, why does being productive so often feel like such a chore, like this joyless uphill battle?
I mean, for years, the message has been pretty clear, right? It's all about the grind. We're told to hustle, power through the pain, and that ironclad discipline is the only way you're ever going to get anywhere.
But let's be real. What's the actual result of that whole hustle culture? For so many of us, that relentless push, it just backfires. Big time. It leaves us feeling stressed out, totally drained, and just completely uninspired.
And this is where feel-good productivity comes in and just completely flips that old punishing model on its head. The secret, it turns out, isn't about forcing yourself through misery. Nope, it's all about finding joy in what you do.
See, instead of treating happiness like some reward you might get after all the hard work is over, this whole philosophy sees positive feelings as the actual fuel that powers you. Joy isn't the destination, it's the engine. And the whole thing is organized around this really elegant, simple idea, a 3x3 framework. It breaks down into 3 key parts. You've got 3 energizers to help you feel good, 3 blockers to help you overcome procrastination, and 3 sustainers to keep you from burning out. So let's break that down.
All right, first up, energy. How do we actually, generate those positive feelings that make us more effective and, frankly, more creative?
Well, this method points to 3 key energizers that we can tap into anytime we need them: play, power, and people.
And play is just brilliantly illustrated by this story about the physicist Richard Feynman. I mean, this guy's a Nobel laureate, right? But he hit a major career slump. And he didn't break out of it by working harder. Nope, he broke out of it by remembering how much fun he had as a kid. He started just playing with physics again for the fun of it, and that's what reignited his curiosity and led to some of his biggest breakthroughs.
Okay, the second energizer is power. And this is all about our need to feel in control, to have some autonomy. I mean, just look at the classic case of Blockbuster versus Netflix. Blockbuster had this super rigid management style, and, well, we know how that ended. Meanwhile, Netflix built a culture around employee freedom, and that just fueled innovation and turned them into a $300 billion behemoth.
And last but not least, people. It's simple, really. We're social creatures. Who we surround ourselves with matters a lot. Connecting with supportive, uplifting people, and avoiding those energy vampires is a massive boost for our mood and our motivation.
Okay, so what about all those negative feelings that just stop us dead in our tracks? You know what I'm talking about. Procrastination. So the big shift here is to stop trying to just force yourself to be motivated. Instead, the goal is to unblock whatever is actually causing you to procrastinate. And usually it boils down to one of 3 things: uncertainty, fear, or just plain old inertia.
To tackle fear, there's this fantastic little mental tool called the 10-10-10 rule. It's super simple. Whenever you're feeling anxious about something, just ask yourself, how much is this really going to matter in 10 minutes? What about 10 months? And in 10 years? It's amazing how it can instantly put your current anxiety into a much healthier perspective.
And to overcome that inertia, that feeling of just not being able to start, use the 5-minute rule. The whole trick is to make the first step ridiculously small. Just tell yourself you're only going to do it for 5 minutes. That's it. So often, that's all it takes to just get the ball rolling. Okay, so you've got your energy up, you've unblocked what was stopping you, but how do you keep that momentum going, for the long haul without just completely hitting a wall? And what's really interesting here is that burnout isn't just one thing. It's not always about working too hard. That's overexertion. It can also come from not getting enough rest, which is depletion. Or, and this is a big one, it can come from doing work that just feels meaningless. That's misalignment. So to fight back against these, we need 3 sustainers. First, you got to conserve your energy. That means being way more selective, only saying yes to things that are a hell yeah. Second, you need to recharge with low-stakes, creative hobbies that are just for fun. And third, you have to align your work with your personal values so you know that what you're doing actually matters to you. All right, let's bring all this home with one final super simple takeaway. And this is something you can start using literally the second you finish listening to this. The whole core message here is to just reframe how you think about all this. Stop seeing productivity as some miserable grind you have to endure, and start seeing it as a creative, maybe even enjoyable path.
So I'm going to leave you with one really powerful question. The next time you're staring down a boring or a difficult task, just ask yourself this: what would this look like if it were fun? Seriously, try it. The answer might just surprise you and unlock a whole new level of productivity you didn't even know you had.